World War II did not begin with a single gunshot or one sudden decision. It was the result of years of anger, humiliation, fear, and unchecked ambition. Between 1939 and 1945, the world witnessed the deadliest conflict in human history, claiming over 70 million lives. But to understand why World War II started, we must travel back to the ashes of World War I. The aftermath of World War I, a broken peace. In 1918, World War I ended with Germany's defeat. The victorious Allied powers, Britain, France, and their allies, gathered in 1919 to decide the future of Europe. The result was the Treaty of Versailles. Germany was forced to accept full blame for the war, pay massive war reparations, lose large portions of its territory, reduce its military to almost nothing. This treaty devastated Germany's economy and crushed its national pride. Many Germans felt humiliated and betrayed. Instead of creating peace, the treaty planted the seeds of resentment that would soon fuel radical ideologies. Economic collapse and desperation. The 1920s brought little relief. Germany's economy collapsed under the weight of war debt and reparations. Hyperinflation made money almost worthless. People carried cash in wheelbarrows just to buy bread. Then came the Great Depression of 1929, which spread worldwide. Factories closed. Millions lost their jobs. Governments seemed powerless. In times of desperation, people search for strong leaders and simple answers. This environment allowed extremist movements to rise, especially in Germany, Italy, and Japan. 3. The rise of Adolf Hitler and Nazi ideology. Out of chaos emerged Adolf Hitler. Hitler promised to restore Germany's greatness, to overturn the Treaty of Versailles, to provide jobs and stability, to unite Germans under one powerful nation. His political party, the Nazi Party, blamed Germany's problems on the Treaty of Versailles. Political opponents, and tragically Jewish people and other minorities using propaganda, fear, and nationalism, Hitler gained massive public support. In 1933, he became Chancellor of Germany, and soon after, a dictator. Hitler believed in racial superiority, territorial expansion, and military power. Germany, he claimed, needed Lebensraum, living space, which meant expanding eastward by force. 4. Militarization and the failure of international peace. The League of Nations was created after World War I to prevent future wars, but it had no army and little authority. As Hitler openly violated the Treaty of Versailles by rebuilding Germany's military, the world did little to stop him. At the same time, Italy, under Benito Mussolini, invaded Ethiopia, Japan, seeking resources, invaded Manchuria, and later China. These acts of aggression went largely unpunished. The world hoped that appeasement, giving aggressors what they wanted, would prevent war. Instead, it encouraged them. 5. Appeasement, a dangerous gamble. In 1938, Hitler demanded control of the Sudetenland, a region of Czechoslovakia. Rather than risk war, Britain and France agreed. This decision, known as the Munich Agreement, allowed Germany to annex the region. British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain declared it was peace for our time. But peace did not last. Appeasement convinced Hitler that the Allies were weak and unwilling to fight. The Nazi-Soviet Pact, a shocking alliance. In August 1939, the world was stunned when Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union signed a non-aggression pact. Though bitter enemies ideologically, both sides had something to gain. The secret agreement included plans to divide Poland between them. With the threat of a two-front war temporarily removed, Hitler was ready to strike. On September 1st, 1939, German forces invaded Poland using blitzkrieg, lightning war. Tanks, aircraft, and infantry moved with terrifying speed. Cities were bombed. Civilians fled. 2 days later, Britain and France declared war on Germany. World War II had officially begun. What started as a European conflict would soon spread across the globe, involving more than 30 nations. 8. Why the world failed to stop the war. World War II began not only because of dictators, but because of failures. Failures of unfair peace treaties, economic inequality, weak international institutions, fear of another war, and delayed action against aggression. Each step toward war was met with hesitation instead of resistance. World War II teaches us a powerful lesson. Peace cannot be built on punishment, silence, or fear. Unchecked hatred and nationalism can destroy nations. Economic suffering can give rise to extremism. And ignoring injustice does not prevent war. It invites it. Conclusion. Remembering the cost World War II reshaped the world, politically, socially, and morally. It led to the Holocaust, the atomic bomb, and unprecedented destruction. Understanding why World War II started is not just about the past. It is about recognizing warning signs in the present. Because history does not repeat itself exactly, but it often echoes.